Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Edward Joseph, and let's talk live. Edward Joseph Casino Road Trip. All right, let's talk. But today, peoples, has been such an interesting day. I'm here. I am back alive, and I am going to talk about some things, peoples. Peoples, Edward Joseph Casino Road Trip. You guys come on in. You guys come on in. You guys come on in, for there's so much to talk about, peoples. You guys come on in. Peoples, I am here and I am back, and I am back upon another road trip. I am back upon another casino road trip, peoples. And this time around, peoples, I have the little stand to where I can be able to hold my phone. And so you guys can see straight up, the the drive. And so I don't have to hold my phone. You guys will clearly see the drive from my car and things, and you know, you guys get a chance to see me navigate the roads and stuff for me going down there. Now, people's, I thought long and hard, and I said, well, I'm just going to go and go one more time to see what I can be able to do and things. This time around, I'm not going to stay too long. I'm going to stay for at least about an hour or so, you know, um, and see what I can do within an hour or two, but no more than about 2 hours and stuff, because I do have to go to work on tomorrow. And so, you know, I tell you, people, you have to be very, very careful, because gambling can become a very good addiction. It can. And I know that I had a gambling issue back in the day when I used to gamble on things. And so total earnings so far within a 2 day span is $1,340. Because on the first night that I won $340. And then on last night that I went, is $1,340. And so I just thought that I would go ahead and try my luck one more time. One more time for the weekend, and just call it, you know, what it is. That's it. One for the road, as they say. And so I decided to just go ahead and do that, peoples. And, you know, but see, the thing is, peoples, you have to be very, very careful, and not follow into a trap. You got to keep your spidey senses to you and stuff. And, you know, you know how to play, you know when to play, and you know what to play. And you know not to go ahead and make these critical mistakes like many people do, because what they do is they get the big head, and then they start playing big and they start playing aggressive. No, you got to play small and you got to play smart. And you got to just take your time and you got to build up. That is the key, is just to take your time and to do it right. And that's the key, slow and easy going. But the most important thing, people, is that you got to know when to get up from the table, and you got to know when to go and cash in your chips, instead of just keeping the chips all in your pockets and on your person. Once you reach $100 threshold, go and cash those tokens in and stuff, because it's harder to go and play with real money than it is to play with chips. And so that is the key. The key is to go ahead, peoples, and cash in your chips. You got to do it. Because if you don't do it, peoples, you will be prone to go and spend more money. And that's what you don't want to do, peoples, is to go ahead and spend more money, peoples. And so that is the trick of the trade. And then you got to be able to get onto a table and play with some people who really do know how to play. You know, some people who will help you go ahead and win, just like you help them go ahead and win. And everybody will be just one force up against the dealer. And the most important thing is, people, whenever you start playing, tip the dealer. Cash in at least $10 of chips, and every time that the dealer will allow you to win, go ahead and tip the dealer $1. Yeah, it may take away from your earnings and stuff over a period of time, but it will be well worth it, peoples. Because see, the thing is, when you learn how to give back, well, great things happen to you. And you'll be surprised to just tipping the dealer every time will be a great benefit to you. Because, well, the greater that you win, the greater that you can be able to tip the dealer. And everybody wins. And so the dealer will go ahead and deal in your favor. They'll remember you. And the cards will always fall down in your favor because you are giving back. Everybody is down there to make money. You're coming down there to make money. The dealer is coming down there to make money. And not only is the dealer down there trying to make money, but the casino is down there trying to make money. So everybody is trying to make money. So since everybody is trying to make money, well, then you need a advocate that works within your favor. And that is the dealer. Because technically the dealer works for the casino, but see, the dealer is smart as well. And the dealer wants you to win. But what the dealer cannot tell you is when you win, you need to get up from the table and cash in those chips. So every time that you win $100, they cash in the chips. And if you're satisfied with taking the drive and coming back with $100, well then, hey, that's $100 profit right there, minus gas and whatever type of food that you're going to buy. And so, you have to build the threshold for yourself. What is it that you are aiming for? Now, if you're aiming to just go and work on a couple of $100, well, obtaining a couple of $100 with the right table is easy. The hardest thing is to leave with the couple of $100. That's the hardest thing. The greatest test that you will ever feel at the casino is leaving with your money. Leaving with your money, your hard-earned money. You have put in the time, you have put in the tears, you have played the game. And since you played the game, peoples, well, it's time for you to get out of there with your earnings and not give the casino that of what they want. And that is your hard-earned money. You got to learn to get up. It's just like what Kenny Rogers had said in that song. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fall down, know when to walk away, know when to run. You cannot count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. And so there will be time enough to count the money, peoples, when the dealing is done. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing is done. And so it is no need to count your money, peoples. And there is Texas Roadhouse right there, peoples. Texas Roadhouse, that's where me and my kids, we're going to go to my son's birthday. And so, you can't count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting, people, when the dealing is done. And so that's what it is, people. Don't count your money while you're on the table. Count it when the dealing, you're all finished, it's done. But I sort of kind of agree with it. But if you're going to count your money, don't display your money to everybody so everybody can see what you're working with. People will keep a mental note and stuff, but, don't count your money out in the open. And see, that's the mistake that people make, because they want to go and they flash their money, and they flashing the money with everybody. Okay, so you win several $100s. So you got all of that flashed on the table and stuff, and you want everybody to see your accomplishment. Well, now you just made yourself a target. And so what's going to happen is that dealer is coming after you, because their aim and goal is to bleed you dry. And then you got jealous people on the table that wants to see you go down. And so they will go ahead and do things in their power to make you lose your money. And trust me, peoples, they can help you lose your money by taking cards for the dealer to bust. And so you may be playing large. And so they say, oh, well, I'm not doing nothing but just playing the minimum bet. And you got $200 and $300 on the table that you're trying to win. And if the people don't like you, they'll go and just purposely bust a couple of hands, so you'll lose your money. You got people like that. And you got to be careful of people like that, peoples, And then the most important thing that I can give you is, do not, peoples, do not, and I repeat, do not bet high upon every hand. You're not going to win every hand. You're just not. You're not going to win every hand. And if you think you're going to win every hand, you're going to lose every time. So that's why you have to be sporadic with your betting. You bet high a couple of times, and then you bet low a couple of times. Then you go back and you bet high a couple of times, and then you bet low a couple of times. And that way, even if you lose, you're not losing your shirt off your back, because you are doing it in moderation. But you got to be aware of all of the cards that is coming out. That's what you have to be aware of, people. You got to be aware of all of the cards that is coming out. So you don't want to make the mistake in betting so much to where you lose yourself so quickly. And so that is the best advice that I can give each and every one of you, if you do go and gamble and if you go play. And so people's that's what it is. So, you know, you see that this trip is only about a 45-minute drive, or roughly around that 45-minute drive, you know, and it's like a hot skim in a jump. And so, I mean, I know this road like the back of my head because I have taken it many times when my son lived out in Sacramento. You know, I've taken it many, many times. People. Now, I don't necessarily have to go to Thunder Valley. I can go to Cache Creek. But see, Cache Creek is a different vibe. Cache Creek is a different area. And Cache Creek, you literally have to be on your toes, you know. And it's kind of hard to win at Cache Creek because see, Cache Creek, they have the single deck dealers who literally go and shuffle the cards and deal from their hand. I don't like that because those dealers, they know how to manipulate those cards to give you whatever they want. They practice, they practice, they practice, and with the slip of a finger, you know, they give you whatever they want. They can give you 21 all the time. They can continue to keep giving you tens and whatnot, you know. Yeah, they have that control because they know how to deal the cards. And that's why I don't deal with I don't deal with the single deck dealer, but I deal with the multiple deck dealer that shuffles out the shoe. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so that's what it is, people. So, you know, everybody comes with a mathematical formula and things. You know, you got people written books upon it and stuff. And some of the things that they have told you, I agree with. I agree with. But when it comes to 21, it's not really a total mathematical formula because it's a game of chance. It really is. It's a game of chance. But if you look at the overall picture, people's, even that game of chance has a formula to it. It does. Everything has a formula to it. And the one thing that you should always look out for, people's, is simply this. Every deck of cards has 52 cards in it. Every deck of cards has 52 cards in it. And so you go and you subtract the number of people on a table. So in a regular table, some tables they have, and especially Thunder Valley, they have 5 seats. And so that's 5 seats with 2 cards. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 cards that's coming out. Plus the dealer, which is 2 more cards, which is 12 cards. 12 cards coming out of. Okay, so remember, we got 52 cards in the deck. So 12 cards coming out of a deck of 52 cards, you got 40 cards in play. And so out of those 40 cards, you got 4 kings, 4 queens, 4 jacks, and 4 aces. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 cards of what they call face cards. And then the rest of the cards is just, you know, lower denominational cards, lower denominator cards. Okay, so out of that 16, well, now, you know, I'm not good with doing the math upon just, you know, speaking it out. Okay, so you got 12 because the initial is 12 cards. So let me get my little trusty calculator out of here. Some of you guys can do that on the fly. I can't. Okay, so that's 12 cards for the initial. And then that's 4 jacks, 4 kings, 4 queens, 4 aces. So that's plus 16. So that's 28 cards. And so 52, take away 28, equals 24 cards. 24 cards that you have to play in order to try to make a hand. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, what did I say? So, out of the 16, so we take away 16, take away 10, because it's 10 people that, I mean, it's 5 people with 2 cards, so that's 10 people. So you got 6 cards into play. So out of that 6 cards plus the 28, so 6 plus the 28 will be 34 cards. 34 cards divided by 2 will be 17 chances that you can be able to win out of a deck. But you remember that out of the 17 chances, and it depends upon however many people that is on the table, well, then that takes down your chances even more. And so out of a deck of cards, depending on how many people that play, you got 17 chances per deck of cards. 17 chances to win out of a deck, just depending on how many people that plays on the table. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? And so out of the 17 chances, you have to decide on how much or how little you're going to bet, because you got 17 chances to bring home the bacon. That's if you, and the people play smart, you can win, or you can lose very quickly. But the choice is up to you as to what you choose to do, and you need to play smart, peoples. You need to play smart. Then sometimes you need to play aggressive. Sometimes, you need to double down. Then sometimes you need to stay. Sometimes you need to hit. But you have to make a decision upon when that happens for you. You've got to make that decision. So, whatever decision that you make, peoples, you have to be satisfied with what you do. Because remember, at the end of the day, it ain't nobody's money but yours. Whatever you want to come home with, well, then that power is in your hands. And so, with that being said, peoples, you got to control your feelings. You can't get all worked up. You got to control your feelings, and you got to keep your eyes and your ears open. And you got to stay alert and watch what's going on, because it is your money that is at stake. And so it's a crying shame, people, to go and play all of this time, lose everything that you gain. So take your time, peoples, and play smart. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time, peoples. that is the best advice I can give you, people. So, people, I'm gonna go right here and play a little bit of music. You guys enjoy the scenery. We're halfway there. You guys enjoy, peoples. Okay, peoples, I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Okay, peoples, I am back. Let's get on the road now. I'll clean the windshield next time. I know it's a little dirty, but it ain't no sense in trying to clean it when all it's going to do is just get back dirty again. So I think this will take us directly onto freeway. Yeah, that's all of the bugs and stuff. You know, that's a part of the road trip. You got bug stuff all over your windshield. It's really bad about this time, peoples. But you know, hey, it is what it is. I hope you guys are enjoying the trip. This is what happens, you know, when you're taking a trip to the place. There's the freeway straight ahead, but here's the freeway entrance right here. So I got to make sure that I'm taking the right path. So let's. Before I do that, let me go ahead and call it Waves. I'm gonna look at here for a moment because I need to take the right path. Their internet sucks out here. Their connection sucks. Okay, so let's go ahead and type in that. Let's turn out here. Here that we take the right road. Oh boy. We're not too far now, people. You know, we only got about another probably 20 minutes to go. Okay, as long as we see thing that says Reno, good. But we do see that. All right, we're back on track, peoples. Go to ride. Well, peoples, we made it here. I got to look and see where I am. So I'm like one light from the thing there. All right, so we made it. We have made it, peoples. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you for taking your time to come here and watch the live and things. It's a beautiful thing, as you can see. It's Thunder Valley, the avenue, or the venue. So we're going to see what we can do, peoples. So with this, I'm going to cut it off here, and I'm just going to sit down and meditate for a moment, and come back with some results. Tonight, I want to do another 1,000. Or if I can go over that, then that'd be great. But at least 1,000 is what I'm banking on. And I'm giving myself at least 3 hours because I have to go to work tomorrow. So let's see what I can do, peoples. Let's see what I can do. So, peoples, I hope I had said something to encourage your hearts upon today. Tune in again next time to Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live. Edward Joseph Kitchen. Edward Joseph Gospel Hour. Edward Joseph's Blessings Giveaway 2025 will come to you with something wonderful. I love you with the love of Christ, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Peoples, mask up and be safe. And again, peoples, I'll be back. If the Lord says the same. And I will give you a tally as to what that I was able to do. And until then, peoples, be blessed and get your rest. And I will see you soon. God bless you all. Thank you for watching.